Hello and welcome back. My name is Torgahn and you are watching the StarCraft for Noobs 103 basic training. In this video I will go over the very basics of how to play StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty and most other real-time strategy games. So we are continuing in the same game that we've been in 102, and I'm going to cover a couple things here. I'm going to cover grouping a little bit more in-depth than I did earlier in this series, and I'm going to cover rally points a little bit more in-depth, and combat, and hotkeys, and unit special abilities. Sorry if my Terran computer friend was talking loudly and you didn't hear what I said, but that's okay. If you didn't, I should have it in the description, and I'm going to go over everything very detailed anyway, and I'm going to try to make this video not quite as long as the other one. Hopefully I won't have to split it up, but I probably will have to split it up.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so first of all, oh no, let's put these guys down, see if they can move out here. Okay. First of all, I made a couple units to play around with, and first I want to cover grouping. In StarCraft 2 you can group your units into different groups, and there's an easy way to select them very quickly. What I'm going to do, just to show you how to do it, is separate my mech units and my infantry units and my air units, and I'm going to put them all into different groups. I'm going to select my infantry units, and I'm going to group them in group 2. And what I mean by that is down here you can group groups of units into easily selectable groups by selecting them and then hitting Control plus a number. So I just put these units in group 2. So I just held down Control and then pressed 2. And this way, say I'm over here and I want to select these units, then I can just hit the number 2 on my keyboard, and I automatically select all of them, which can be really nice. And I'm going to put these guys into group 3, so I'm going to hit Control plus 3, and then these guys into group 4. So if I hit 2, 3, 4, then it cycles between these two groups, and I can say 2 go here, 3 go here, 4 go here. And they all go here. Now I can move them all together, but say I wanted to take groups 2 and 3 over here, and then I wanted to take my air units around back and kill his workers, well then I could do that, see? And there we go, I've already scouted something out. Anyway, okay, so that's grouping, and grouping is extremely important to micromanaging your units. So, there we go, now you know how to group. Oh. Yeah, okay. Alright, now the second is rally points, and I'm gonna show you something that I do sometimes. Say you're trying to rush somebody. Well, okay, actually, I guess I already covered rally points pretty well. But I can show you some nice things you can do. Say you want to set all of your buildings that make military units to the same rally point. You can double click to select the units of the same kind, just like with or the buildings of the same kind, just like with units. Sorry, and so say I want to select these 2 factories and my barracks and my starport, and I want to make them all go to the same place whenever units come out, so I can easily keep track of my units that I'm making. You can group these 2, and then you can hold down Shift and left click a building, and it adds it to the group that you've selected. And let's see, I have these pointed almost to the same place, but you can set all of the rally points at the same time by right clicking one place. And say I want to group all of these buildings into one group, just like I grouped my units, I can hit Control 1, and see right here, I can select something else. I can be over here, and I can hit 1, and I've got all these units, and I can go to my barracks, and I can make some Marines while I'm still out here with my units with my screen. So anyway, that's something you can do. Usually, say I'm going a Marine Marauder build with Terran, then you might have 4 barracks together, and I might group all of those together, and I might assign them group 1, so when I'm fighting with my army, and then I can just hit 1 and then start training a bunch of Marines, and I can easily handle making more reinforcements. So anyway, okay. Also, another thing that kind of goes along with grouping is if you double-click the number of the group that you want to go to right away with your screen. So I'm gonna double-click 2 right now. Then it's gonna go right to group 2 on the screen, or double-click 3 or 4. Then it goes right to it. So, oh no. Got I live right next to a train track, and I hear that about every hour. So I've been lucky so far, and the trains haven't come by too often. Uh-oh.
Now what?
Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so
depleted.
Grouping rally points. We're gonna do combat here. Actually, first let's do hotkeys. I didn't really go over this earlier, but say I want to train some Marines, but I don't want to hover the mouse button over it. I can hit A a couple times, and you can also do this with SCVs. Say I want to train a bunch of SCVs. You can hit. Oops, sorry. You can hit S a couple times, and that's really useful when you wanna make some buildings real quick. Like I can just hit B and then E, or B and then S to make some supply depots. So I can do that without having to move my mouse down here. And another thing you can do if you want to have one unit make lots of buildings right after each other. Say I want him to make 5 supply depots, and I don't want to have to tell him to do each and every one. Then I can hit B, S, and I can hold down Shift, and I can place one building there, and I'm still holding down Shift as I'm doing this. And you can tell him to do that, and then say when he's done, I want him to come back over here to the minerals. You hold down Shift, and then you just right-click where you want him to go after that. So that's something cool you can do. Okay, so kind of covered hotkeys. Now I want to cover some unit special abilities, and actually, let's start with building special abilities. Terran command centers can turn into orbital commands or planetary fortresses. You can upgrade your buildings to either of those, and the orbital command has a cool ability called Scanner Sweep, and you can hit that, and then you can place this big red circle on the map, and you just left click, and you can view what's going on the map. And that scan also reveals any cloaked units, so say there's a ghost in your base about to nuke you, and you can scan your own base, and you can have some units in your base take them out. So that's cool. So that's building special abilities, and then unit special abilities. There's a couple for Terran. This is a special ability for a siege tank. You can put him in siege mode, and it increases the range a whole lot. Let's see. There's some Raven special abilities. For example, I'm gonna use the hotkeys for this. You can select a couple places for these Ravens auto turrets to fall down, which are really useful, really cool for harassing like worker units. Let's see, there's Cloak for a Banshee. You can make your units invisible. That's really cool. Also Ghosts can cloak as well. Ghosts can also use a nuke, and I'm going to show you how to do that. This is pretty cool. I might actually get this over. No.
You sure about that?
Almost got that overlord with that nuke. But anyway, the nukes take out a large area. I think I can snipe him.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Oh no.
Sounds like a plan.
Stealth. There we go. So there was some combat right there, you just saw. One of my points for this video was covering combat. I haven't covered that yet, so I'm going to cover that now. That's going to be the last thing I cover in this video. And I think I've pretty well covered the basics of StarCraft 2 in this video so far. Yes, there is more that I can cover and will cover in future videos. You've watched StarCraft for Noobs 101, 102, and 103, and I think I'm probably going to end up splitting 102 into 2 different videos, but because I went a bit long. Hopefully I didn't go quite as long on this one. I'm not sure how long it's been, but yeah. So 101, 102, 103. Congratulations, you have finished basic training. Hopefully you will come back and watch my 200 series videos. I will go over a little bit more advanced tactics. I had to go pretty slow here because I had to explain everything that I'm doing. I'm not usually this slow, and I actually don't usually play Terran anyway. So in my future videos, I'll go over Zerg and Protoss, and hopefully not be quite so noobish. So anyway, that was the end of this video. Please watch it again. Please leave any comments below on 101, 102, or 103 if you have any questions at all, or comment on the channel, or go to Facebook and you can talk to us there. We are working on a website, NoobHero.com. It is not up yet. Depending on when you watch this video, it might be, but it's going to be quite a long time from the time this video is released that we actually do get that website out. But we are working on it. So yeah, check out our other video series, check out our channel, subscribe and like, and talk to us. Thank you so much for watching. This is it for basic training, and just, yeah. My name is Torgahn, and I will see you next time, guys. Thanks.